Yeah, what is up? It is FinSec with CB83 coming to you for another banger of a show. Shout out to everybody who will be pulling up tonight. I know, spur of the moment, just decided to go live. I'll do this more often. But I appreciate everybody coming through. We're gonna get this thing cracking. You already know what time it is. Punch that like button, hit the subscribe. Let's get it going. Yo, what is up? It is FinSec with C83 coming to you for another banger of a show. Shout out to my homie Vamos Gatos in the building. In here first and foremost, I appreciate you coming through. We gotta go up for the homie one time, for the one time, for the one time. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 watching right now. Do me a favor, punch that like button, hit the subscribe. I gotta go in and make some adjustments real quick on YouTube that I didn't make prior to the show, just because I wanted to get this going right away. But like I said, I appreciate you guys coming through. I will be dropping the link, right? I will be allowing some people to come up and just tell me about, what they thought about the game today. Let me know how they feel. Players that stood out, um, you know, players who stock are up, stock down type situation. Um, Quarterback play. Hey, quarterback play wasn't bad today. I was excited about how Zach Wilson played. Felt like he got better and played better than he did last week. Um, and then Quinn Ewers showed some stuff as well. So Quinn Ewers showed some stuff, made some plays, and yeah. So I'm excited about what I saw. I'm excited about what I saw from some of the young receivers, some of the young defensive linemen, and some of the same guys kind of flashing and doing things um, to show that they can help the Miami Dolphins this season. So that's really what I'm excited about. And I'm going to kind of get into a little bit about what I thought about the game. And then I'm going to drop the link and have some of you guys come up as well and just kind of tell me, what you thought. What you thought. Give me your thoughts. Shout out to ZB Mano in the building. Yo, what's good? What's up? It's Muno. ZB Muno. Okay, what's good with you? Adravia Shaw in the building. Yo, what's poppin', Dre? What's poppin'? Sean in the building. Red, White, and Bill says, what's good? What's good? What's good with you, my boy? What's going on with you? Did the Bills play today? When did the Bills play? The Bills play tomorrow? We y'all got? Give me some details. But yeah, man, the Giants and the Jets are playing right now. I just got bored, so I was like, bro, I'm not watching that. Trash teams. Trash teams. He said my mic sound different. Let me go in and check it because my sound might be messed up. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh, that's why. Yep. That's what happens. So hopefully you can hear me now a little bit better. Is that better now? Give me the thumbs up if that's better now. I had to make some adjustments with my mic. For some reason, this app keeps like kicking me out of my settings, so I have to go in and change it every now and then. All right, cool. Better mic. Bet. I appreciate you. So yeah, appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate the heads up on the mic too, Sean. I could tell you really do this, bro. I could tell you really do this, Sean. Appreciate that. He said crispy. But yeah, I'm gonna get into talking about the Dolphins game a little bit. Let's kind of recap joint practices a little bit first, right? So the Miami Dolphins go to Detroit.
And honestly, like I want to be completely transparent with you guys first, right? I think Mike McDaniel in the past has really had kind of like a cupcake type training camp, right? And I think Mike McDaniel knows that, hey, in order to give my team a tougher training camp, in order to kind of put some pressure on them and manufacture some, tougher environments, I might have to kind of take them on the road and do some joint practices against some really good football teams. And I think that's what he's doing with these joint practices, right? I think Mike McDaniel's a smart guy. And I think he knows that at this point, he can't really like change the type of person that he is. All he can do is kind of put his players into like high pressure environments and see how they respond, right? And seeing how they respond, seeing how they react to, um, getting punched in the mouth, right? Seeing their own blood. That's what we see. That's what we call it, right? Because a lot of boxers have a plan until they go out and then they see their own blood and they're like, oh man, like I got punched in the mouth, I got to figure it out now. So I think Mike McDaniel is taking the approach of putting his guys on the road and saying, you know, I have to kind of manufacture some situations where we have to get tougher as a football team. And I think going to practice against some of the best, tougher teams in the NFL, right, when it comes to defense, offense, stuff like that, will make us a better football team. Will make us a better unit when it comes to, um, when it comes to the season, the regular season, because and you really want to become a good regular season football team so you can become a good playoff team, right? And that's really what I think Mike McDaniels is trying to do, right? So joint practice, you have Detroit just kind of giving us a run for our money day one, right? We got punched in the mouth. Supposedly we got dominated, right? I'm not there. I can't really tell. But from all the reports that came out, the Miami Dolphins had a hard time moving the ball and had a hard time stopping them, right? And I saw some clips. Be sure to check out Dolphins Nightcap. Be sure to subscribe to that channel. I'll put that channel in here too, the link in here so you can go subscribe to that channel. But me and DG kind of recapped some of what we saw during training camp, right? And they were getting beat up pretty good. I can't even lie to you, right? The Dolphins were getting beat up pretty good in joint practices. They struggled to stop guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown. Um, and it seems like Jared Goff kind of did what he wanted to, right? So that was the situation day one. And now I think it's to the point where um, we wanted to see how they responded, right? We wanted to see how Miami responded. In day two, they came back and they got after it and they end up, giving us a better effort when it came to um practice, right? So they bounced back, they found a way. And that's what you want to see. I mean, there's always going to be little things here or there that may trigger you or annoy you. But I think the Dolphins did a good job of bouncing back day two, figuring it out, and then carrying that over into the game. Right now, some of those guys, the starters and stuff like that didn't play. A lot of starters didn't play. We had Jonah got some reps. The young guys who are fighting for time and also fighting to kind of move up the depth chart. They got time. But it was cool to see, right? And I want to talk about tonight's game a little bit and just kind of recap some of what I saw, right? Now, some of what I saw was first, let's start off with the defense. I think Willie Gay is still making plays for the defense. I think he's still a guy who's kind of all over the place. What's going on, Glenn? How's it going? So I think Willie Gay is still a guy who's making plays. Um, I think it was good to see Tyndall kind of get into the mix. I saw Tyndall jump on a D. Eskridge fumble on the kick on the punt return. It was good to see him make a play there. And those are some of the little things that people may not appreciate about players, but having the awareness to be able to jump on a ball and save a play, save it from being a turnover, that's a big deal for coaches. And that's some of the attention to detail that they look for in terms of guys who are on the bubble or trying to make a team, right? So I thought Willie Gay was solid. I liked the Tyndall play where he jumped on the fumble. I thought Easy E looked good, right? I thought Easy E looked good. He made some plays in the passing game, especially on the screen plays where he can kind of just get it and go and make one miss. Now, as far as the offensive line goes, I'm going to talk about Brunskill a little bit. Now, Brunskill had some trouble kind of passing off pressure and picking up guys in the middle. He was the center in there, and he just kind of struggled, right? There was one play where, you get an A-gap blitz from the Mike linebacker. He's on the shade along with the guard, and then he kind of comes off late, and he gets punished. And as a result of that, Zach Wilson gets punished too in the backfield. So I think guys like Brunskill have to be a little bit better. It was good to see Tanner Connor. And it's time. We will start talking about that 53. It was good to see Tanner Connor make some plays today, right? I thought Tanner Connor missed a big catch over the middle, right? So he missed a big catch over the middle. He got both his hands on it. He just couldn't pull it down. But he did make some plays in the passing game that I like to see. And I think Tanner Connor, if Waller doesn't come back, will be a guy that steps into that role. But I think Waller should be back, and I can see Waller in Tanner Connor's role really making plays. That's what I can see. So that's how I feel about that. Now, as far as let me look at my notes real quick. I think Taj did a good job, right? I think, yep, and Tanner Connor did have like 6 catches. Yeah, he made some plays, right? Definitely made some plays. It was good to see him get involved. They say Tanner Connor is one of those practice guys who do really well in practice, but disappears in the game. And he actually showed that he could be a guy that you rely on come game time by making some of those plays. He had some crucial first down catches, made some plays when necessary. So that was cool to see. Cool to see. Now, I liked Taj Washington. I like what he did. He had a nice jet sweep. And honestly, I want to talk about Mike McDaniel's play calling a little bit. I did like Mike McDaniel's play calling. I thought he did a good job of balancing the run with the pass. I thought he used the play action well. It was good to see Zach Wilson just be more comfortable in the offense because Zach Wilson had some plays last week where he got off platform and he couldn't make the throw, right? He couldn't make the throw, especially he had like a walk-in to Tanner Connor. This week he made those throws, right? He did make those throws off platform and on the run and in play action. So I was excited to see Zach Wilson kind of get in a groove in terms of the offense. So love the play calling. I think and that's what I have here. Wilson was much better on play action. Now I think short yardage was a little bit better too. I think short yardage run blocking was a little bit better this week. And that's something I'm sure they put emphasis on this week because of last week, right? Because you had, 4 straight downs of running the ball and you couldn't get in. So it's going to be interesting to see how Miami continues to approach this short yardage, right? Because I feel like that's crucial in terms of being a good football team, right? In order to be a good football team, you have to be able to run the ball in short yardage. You got to be able to get a yard, 2 yards in those situations, right? Now, running back wise, right? Jalen Wright got a lot of reps. I really wasn't impressed with Jalen Wright. He did okay, right? I mean, he fumbled the ball once, which was kind of inexcusable, but I think we ended up getting it back, right? But I'm still impressed with Ollie Gordon. And honestly, I think first of all, my thoughts were initially after watching last week that um, Devon A. Chain would be the first running back, Madison would be the second, Jalen Wright would be the third, and then Ollie Gordon would be the fourth. Right, going into next week, it's changed a little bit. Right. So we no longer have Madison. So I have Devon A. Chain first. I have Ollie Gordon second. And then I have Jalen Wright third, right? And I think that's the case just because I feel like Ollie Gordon is a more patient runner of the football, right? And I feel like um he just has the vision and the feel for it, right? Running backs have to be really instinctive regarding their running, right? They can't just run straight. Sometimes they feel pressure from one side, so they have to adjust how they take hands off. They have to adjust their positioning. And I just feel like Ollie Gordon does a better job of playing running back when it comes to those things. So we'll see. Glenn says Achan is hurt, will be out weeks. We'll see. We'll see. He said Achan is hurt, will not play next week. And then I'm not saying Achan is gonna play. I'm just saying running back room. I currently have Achan first. I have Ollie Gordon second, and then I have Jalen Wright third. Um, and that's what I do think, Elwood. I think Ali could be 1B behind HN because I feel like that's a good switch up. I feel like that's good versatility, right? And I think Ali Gordon has pretty good hands. So since he has pretty good hands, maybe you don't lose the ability to check the ball down and do things like that in the flat when he's in there, right? And I'm pretty sure he's a strong pass blocker. And I think that's something that all running backs have to be good at, right? They got to be able to hang their hat on is being strong run blockers. I mean, not run blockers, but pass blockers. I feel like that's a big part of it. I like it. Elwood says, boom and zoom. I like it. Boom and zoom. That's HN and Ollie. HN and Ollie. I like it. I like it. So defensively, what do I want to talk about? But let me talk about Eskridge first. I thought Eskridge had a great day. Just just a solid day of making plays. Honestly, you could tell that Eskridge is kind of seasoned in the NFL. You can tell he's used to playing in these type of environments. We got him from Seattle, and he made plays in Seattle too. But you could tell he's a gamer. Like you could tell he enjoys playing the game of football. And it comes natural to him. Like some guys, it's like, man, it looks like he's struggling to get going. But Eskridge, every time I see him, I feel like, man, it looks like natural to him. He looks like a ball player, right? And even when he isn't in position to catch the ball, right? He turns into a DB, right? He turns into a DB and he keeps the other team from making the play on the ball. So that's something that's good to see too. Like some guys will just kind of get out there, be a receiver, and then when the ball doesn't come their way perfectly, right, they just kind of avoid trying to get involved with it. No, like he is trying to get involved. He's trying to be a DB. And that's why I said in my tweet, I was like, man, Eskridge is playing corner and and playing wide receiver today because he was really involved in just making sure guys don't get interceptions. One time he had his guy beat like a drum, right? Had him beat, but Zach Wilson underthrew the ball, and then he had to come back and turn it to a DB and just make sure he didn't catch the ball. But I mean, Eskridge, hey, Glenn said it. Eskridge definitely made the team today, right? And what play like that and performances like that, he just played tough too. Like catching the ball, running through defenders. Like he just was tough. He was scrappy. he got after it. He had a bunch of catches too. Um, Glenn says I want to see more of the fourth running back. Had some nice runs today. Yeah, I did see that. Some of those guys had some nice hard runs too. Um, so I'm excited to see this running back room is solid. I think the only one that I'm not impressed with so far is Jalen Wright, and I feel like he's close, right? I almost feel like he's pressing too much, right? Pressing too much to make the big play. And sometimes guys do that. Like you get into camp, right? You get into the game mode, you get into game mode, and it's like, man, I really got to make a play. Like I'm trying to make the team. And I feel like he's just pressing a little bit too much and it's not coming to him, but he's close. I feel like he's really, really close to breaking one and us seeing, his breakaway potential, right? So excited about that. So excited about our running back room. As far as Grayson Murphy made some plays today. He had a big sack. I thought Jordan Phillips played well. I thought Kenneth Grant played well. Um, yeah, so I mean, honestly, when we look at the bottom half of our roster, like this bottom, let's say 20 players, right? These because we have 11 starters on defense, 11 starters on offense, and then we have, special team guys. So we might say 11 in that unit. We got about that's 33 guys right there, right? So where do the other 21 spots come from? And I think what we saw today is that those 21 spots, I think we're going to have some really good football players there, right? And I think people may be thinking the Miami Dolphins are going to be a bad football team or aren't going to figure it out, can't find a way to be tough. But I think when it's all said and done, I think you're only as good as your weakest link. And I think some of our what we consider weaker players or younger players, I think they will be good football players, right? So I think they will be good football players. And I'm excited about it. I think Quinn Ewers played well, came in, scrapped, made plays when he needed to. He looked sharp. Theo Weiss, 2 touchdowns, making plays. And I feel like those are the type of guys you need towards the bottom of the roster, young guys who have the ability to make plays. If somebody goes down like that, and this is the thing we haven't had in the past. If Jalen Waddle went down, I wasn't sure who was going to come in and make a play. I just wasn't sure, right? I know we had Tyreek, I knew we had guys like Cedric Wilson and stuff like that, but I didn't know if there was anybody on the roster capable of coming in and making plays when Jalen Waddle or Tyreek went down. Now, I feel like some of these younger guys we have at the receiver position are capable of coming in and making plays, even if those guys go down. Now, they won't be the same player, they may not have the same production, but I think as a unit, that wide receiver room is just a better unit overall. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Um, let's see here. Let's get back to the chat real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Glenn active, Elwood, Miller Hendricks. What's going on? He says Wright was never good, and it's crazy fans gaslit other fans into thinking he'd be viable. He has a fumble issue and is slow. I'd rather have Kalen Balaj. Kalen Balaj? Yo, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Kalen Balaj? Oh my gosh. Hey, and stop using crypto's term, man. Stop gaslighting. Gaslighting? Bro, y'all are funny. Glenn says I want to see the all 22 for backup tackles. Yeah, I think all 22 is important in terms of like evaluating those guys. Like people, you can't come out and say whether a guy had a good game or a bad game based off what you see and on the broadcast. You really have to go look at the all 22 and kind of determine what they did throughout the game. Like, did they have good reps? Were they getting the line? Did they do their assignment? What was the effort like? I think that's a big part of it. So all 22 is definitely something you want to evaluate if you really want to get an in-depth view of how guys really played. And that's why coaches don't come out after a game and be like, oh, he played a bad game or he played a great game, because they don't know. They don't know because they haven't watched all 22 yet. So essential. Elwood says all 7 rookies made the roster, in my opinion. Okay, I like it. I mean, honestly, I think they're all making plays. So do they make the roster?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yes, man. I hope so. I hope them rookies make the roster. We need young guys, up and coming guys we can develop and just, bring along. Like, we need to bring some guys along, develop some guys that are young and that we pay for the cheap, because it's going to help the Miami Dolphins. We are kind of top heavy right now. So if we can get these young guys going, it's going to help us tremendously. And shout out to the homie S. Harris, the Mod Squad in the building. What's good with you, my boy? He says CB strong. Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming through, S. Harris. One of the realest in the community. Keeps it real. No wolf pack. I mean, none of that, bro. Mr. Miami in the building. Mr. Miami, the legend killer. What up, brother? CB83. How you doing today? How you feeling today? Much love and respect. Much love and respect. I appreciate you coming through, Mr. Miami, man. We ain't messing with them afternoon drizzles. It's still the Seminoles on y'all head. We ain't worried about the little baby hurricanes or whatever y'all got, the tropical storms. King Jamie in the building. Hey, much love and respect, CB. Much love and respect. Appreciate you coming through. Elwood says Murphy, McClendon are ball. Murphy, Grayson Murphy, and McClendon they should be dudes who make this roster too. And it's honestly, I don't remember the Dolphins roster being this good in the past, right? Usually when we saw backup defensive tackles or edge guys, it would be like, oh, okay, those guys are cool. It would be guys like Cameron Good and stuff like that, but they weren't making plays in the game. Like, they would get to the preseason game and not make plays. McClendon and Murphy, these dudes are making plays, sacks, tackles in the backfield. These dudes are getting after it. So I'm excited about these edge guys because they are making plays. The defensive line, like Biggers, like these dudes are making plays. So I'm excited about what we got going on. And I know people say it's all doom and gloom. I mean, once the season gets here and we see what we got to see what we got first, right? I can't tell you whether it's great or I can't tell you it's bad. I can tell you that I like the direction that the Miami Dolphins are going. I like where they're going. And shout out to the homie Shake Money in the building. He says, Mr. Miami, what's good? Shake, what's good, my bro? The Mod Squad and the members gang in this joint. We got to go up for the homie Shake one time for the one time. Yes, sir, man. I'm about to drop this link. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the link? You ready for the link, B? Come on, man. Hey, don't be scared. Come up here and talk that Dolphins with me. Miller Hendricks says, you could determine Quinn looked better than Zach just off the broadcast. If McDaniel can't make the right decisions on backup, despite what Cap says, play the better player, a.k.a. Skyler beating out Mike White. Honestly, Skyler didn't beat out Mike White. And I'm gonna push back on that. Skyler did not beat out Mike White. And honestly, and this is where I want to be completely transparent with y'all too. I don't think I like Quinn Ewers, but I don't think we can have a guy like Quinn Ewers in the backup spot right now ahead of a guy like Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson's more seasoned, and I trust him in an NFL game before I trust Quinn Ewers. And that's because he's played meaningful games. He's played NFL games. So I would give Zach Wilson an opportunity to lose it before I put Ewers ahead of him. That's just my thoughts on it. And that's the approach I take. Okay. Shake Money says Wolfpack in the building. Wolfpack, hey, them boys running and hiding, Shake. I'm glad to see him show up for a little bit and get off the sideline. Glad to see it. Glenn says there's a few players tasty as you get to put on practice squad will be poached. Yeah. So I think you meant, if you put some players on practice squad, they will be poached. I agree with that because we have some good players, and I think other people around the league are looking at some of the guys that we have and saying, man, we'd love to have that guy if he goes to the practice squad. And that's how we got a guy like Zach Sealer. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do with this 53-man roster. But I think the 53-man roster is going to be strong. I think it's going to be strong, and I think it should get us there. I think it should get us there. Miller Hendricks says Cam Smith made plays today. Did Cam Smith make a lot of plays today? Maybe not a lot. I didn't see many, but did he make plays? Let me know. Let me know what y'all thought about Cam Smith today. Glenn said, you're crazy. Zach tries for the deep passes too much. Don't make quick decisions. I didn't see that, Glenn. Like when we look at Zach, how Zach played early in the first half, Zach took the underneath. He hit Tanner Connor. He hit Eskridge. He hit Easy E. He definitely wants to take his shots. I thought he made some throws on play action that were great, like the rolling out to Eskridge. That was like 20 yards down the field. He made a play to the tight end off platform. He made some plays. He made some plays for sure. Miller Hendricks says on the final two drives he made crucial stops. Okay, I gotta go back and watch that again. I like to hear that. If Cam Smith is making plays, that's more for the Miami Dolphins. We need guys out there making plays. Terrence Berry, what's good? He says, yo, my boy, what's good? Game Boy 305 in the building. Zach is playing behind a horrible line. And he was getting beat up pretty damn good. He was getting beat up pretty good. Elwood says Cam Smith is like Bigfoot, rarely spotted, but he is real. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I'm dropping a link. I've been going for 30 minutes. I'm gonna let a few people come up and talk. I'll probably bring on one at a time, maybe two at a time, just to talk, kind of tell me your thoughts on the Miami Dolphins so far, what y'all think about the team. Are we stock up, stock down type of team? Where are we at compared to last year? He said, why was yours not being beaten up? That's a good question. But I do feel like the play we saw from the offensive line early in the game wasn't the same play later in the game. And I don't think the defense was the same either, right? I think Zach might have saw a better defense than Quinn Ewers, to be completely honest with you. At least a better defensive front. So I'm just that that's my thoughts on it. Miller said Zach Wilson looks flat-footed and a statue in the pocket presence. He is a budget Tannehill at best. Okay. You guys think Quinn Ewers is better. I know. Y'all are excited about these rookies, and I understand it. I just got to give Zach Wilson a shot to figure it out, to definitely figure it out. TDR in the building. What's good with you, my boy? He says it's all up. Super Bowl is just a title nowadays. Okay. Shout out to TDR. Hey, do me a favor real quick. If you haven't already, do me a favor. Punch the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We get it in around here. We've been doing this for a while, but we have a good time. We have a real good time. So I'm excited about it. Elwood says, I love Eugene, the hit machine, Asante. Okay. Glenn, the players got taken out more and more. Yeah, and I think towards the end of the game, you didn't really see much in there. You didn't really see many of Detroit's best players in there. I'm gonna put this in the chat one more time. Glenn, come on up, man. Don't be scared. Hit the link, man. Cliff D, what's good? Pats are 2-0. Impressive. Okay. It's all good right now. I'm not really like a counting wins losses in preseason type of guy, but it is cool to see your team win either anytime, whether it's preseason or not preseason, regular season. Gameboy 305 says Jordan Phillips is that dude. Jordan Phillips is that dude. Jordan Phillips went to Ocoee High School. That's actually the high school my brother graduated from. And Jordan Phillips is from Orlando. He's from my area. So from my area, went to Maryland. Actually was trained here by my boy Adam, right? And he got trained at the Trenchman Academy. That's the name of it. So he's a dog. He's a local kid who gets after it. So I'm excited to see him. I know I'm excited for him to make the team and to contribute. He's a huge dude, but the dude really does get after it, right? And I got my first guest backstage, T. Berry, in the building. Terrence Berry, what's going on with you, man?
Man, what's good, old boy? You know it's good.
Hey, where
You,
you
boy,
been
I
at,
love
bro?
when you get up here and represent.
Where you been at, bro?
Man, I've been on the scene, just staying back, looking at everything that's going on. I
Nah,
don't
don't
like to
stay.
really voice my opinion too much. I just like to listen to y'all boys. I'm a support.
Man, you can't be staying back in the cut, man. I want to see you out in the forefront getting after it. You always got some pretty decent takes, and I appreciate them. So I want to see you involved in the process, my boy.
I appreciate that. I love being a part of the community too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what you think
But
about the
yeah,
Dolphins so
man,
far, bro?
you know what I like? I really like Ewers. You know what I mean? I think that he doing the best with the position that he put in, and he's a rookie. You know what I mean? And I think he's gonna improve over. I mean, I don't want to see him on the field, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I believe that he's gonna improve, and he might be our number two.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I mean, and that's what I'm hearing too. I think a lot of people like him as the number two. Do you think he's ready to take on the number two role right now, though, or do you think it's going to take a little bit more time?
Nah, he definitely gonna need some time. I don't expect him to be our number two right away. But God forbid, it's unfortunately we have to talk like this, but Tua, man, we can't actually rely on him to play 17 games. He only did it once in his whole career, like since
Yeah,
high school type shit. So, I mean, we gotta be real about that. We gotta expect to see one of them. And I hope over the course of the season that, he can develop. I just know it's a money issue too, right?
yeah.
Like I know they're not gonna just like want to do that with all the money they invested in Zach. And Zach actually didn't play bad. I just
Hmm.
don't want nobody else baggage. I'm not really on that.
I see what you're saying. So, I mean, if it came down to it, I think the Miami Dolphins gonna run Zach out as the two, right? And I think if Zach is not to par, I think Ewers will get a shot sooner than later for sure. But I
Right,
think
right.
I think I think that's how they'll play it. But what do you think of the team so far? Like, if you were comparing the team to last year's team, how do you feel this team is? Do you feel like we're in a better position than last year, or do you feel like we've kind of taken a step back?
Well, we're definitely younger, right? So I
Yeah,
mean, quite naturally, it's a learning curve for these guys. But I mean, I really don't think we're worse. I don't think I mean, minus the veteran leadership, and the experience, I really don't feel like we're worse off, man. Like we got some underrated dogs on the team, man, and it's just gonna take time. They gotta go through the process to get they just do. But I say we're about the same, bro. I
about
ain't
the
trying to
same.
straddle the fence on this, but
Yeah,
I really believe because with the injuries and all that stuff that happened over the course of the season, I mean, we can't say we any worse, bro. We can't say we worse than we was last year. I don't believe that.
yeah. I agree with you. I think when you look at last year, we had a lot of questions coming into the season in terms of like guys being injured and trying to get them back during the season. I feel like this year we're kind of in a position where we kind of have everybody right now, for the most part, outside of guys like Waller. I mean, we don't know about this Tyreek injury and stuff like that, but I mean, I have a feeling Tyreek will kind of fight through it and find a way to get on the field early in the season, right?
Most definitely, man, because he want to be out there, man. I
Yeah.
think the coach is like really just being smart, man. I mean, it's bigger than what we see, man. I mean, we're fans, we got opinions, and everybody does, you know what I mean? But they're not just like releasing real valuable information to us. And they don't, there's no reason for Tyreek to even be playing. We shouldn't even be thinking about seeing him, you know what I mean? So I know he got his own personal issues going outside of football, but as
Yeah.
a football player, we should have no complaints. That's what what kills me is people talking about trading him. For what? For
Yeah.
what?
And it really doesn't make sense, right? But in a sense, it's almost like if he doesn't want to be here, or if like you could get value for him now, like I could see the Miami Dolphins doing it, right? And I don't want to trade him because it doesn't make sense to me either. He's just too good of a player, even at this age that he's at, to like let go, bro. Because he's just too crazy of a weapon. Like he could do too much. Like you put it in his hands, and he could probably score at any time. You just never know. So I agree
Unless
with
we're
you.
one in whatever it is before the trade deadline, bro.
Yeah,
I
you don't
just
see
don't
it.
see no reason to trade him, bro. I mean, you just invested in your quarterback. Now, this is fact that once you pay your quarterback like that, it starts to kind of like the quarterback has to really perform
He
or the
does.
team will deteriorate. So, I mean, while he has it, this is let's be real. This is a make or break season, bro. For
Yeah,
everybody.
it
For
is.
everybody.
It is. And it is, man. And shout out to the homie Shake Money in the building. Shake, what's going on with you, man? I think Shake might have walked away for a second. But yeah, I agree with you. It is make or break season for everybody in the organization. I think Mike McDaniel, I think Mike McDaniel realizes that he's on the hot seat a bit, right? And
Hmm.
I think he feels like, hey, if I just come out here and like put it together for a year, keep to a healthy, I'm gonna have a shot at making a run in the playoffs. But if I can't find a way to keep to a healthy, I gotta find somebody good enough that can win us some games despite him not being available. And I think that's where Mike McDaniel is. And I think Stephen Ross, Chris Gray, I don't think they want to start over. I think they want Mike McDaniel around. And I think it doesn't make sense for them at the moment to like even like, have those conversations until he starts losing games or it just gets
Right,
crazy. You
right.
see what I'm
You
saying?
know, I definitely agree. And I think one mistake, not to look too far back, but one mistake we made is not trading Calais Campbell. I mean, like I had a lot of hope, but the reality was set, man. I mean, we are injury prone as fuck, and especially the last two past years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should have gotten I heard it was a fourth round. I don't know how true that is. I don't got no connections. I'm just a fan.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? If it was a fourth round, we should have took advantage of that.
Yeah. And honestly, I know Mike McDaniel was like, man, we still can make a run. But I mean, I don't think he knew Tua was gonna go down. And when Tua went down, the season was shot, bro.
I mean,
Um,
he went down in week 3 though, bro. The
yeah, he
season
did. But
shot,
he came back though, right?
and he played well too. But
He did. And
we
that's the
was 6
thing.
and 2.
Yeah, he came back and he played. We came back and he played
I
well,
mean, 4
right?
and 6. I'm sorry.
So he came back and he played well, and it was like, man, okay, we're gonna have a shot at making a run. And then he got hurt again with the rib stuff, or hip stuff. It was the hip stuff, and it was like, bro, it's a wrap. And I think by that time it was just too late to make that Calais trade. It was past the deadline. So I think
Oh,
it,
okay. Okay.
yeah, I think if hindsight was 2020, they would have made the trade, but they realize that, oh man, like Tua's done now. It's gonna be tough.
And the reason why I brought that up, because we talking about this year's team. I was just basically saying, like, it's gonna be some guys that's on the bottom of the roster, and we're gonna do certain things to try to keep their services, but like make trades, bro. If I'm Chris Greer, bro, like everybody talking about the corners and stuff, and I know that. And I mean, we can't have it all. We can't have it all. So
right.
what if I can only choose one thing that I really want to focus on? It's the one thing that's been hindering us since Tannehill, offensive line, man. I mean, I know we can't get the best, but if you want to make a big splash, stop making splashes, paying cornerbacks, i.e. Byron Jones, $70 million. Man, fuck that. Go get an offensive line, you know what I mean? An offensive lineman, high caliber, Pro Bowl, still very efficient. You know what I mean? Make a trade like that. You know what I mean? It's not sexy, but it's what we need, bro. Because we need Tua to be on the field this year, man. Our season is literally dependent on his health.
It is, it is, and that's the crazy thing about it. We're just kind of tied to Tua and him being healthy. Let me get Elwood in here. I had Shake in here. Shake, come on camera if you back, man. Let me know if you back. I had you up here, but Elwood, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. So what's your thoughts, man? What's your thought on these Dolphins, man?
Hey, y'all boys. Thanks for having me up, man. I'm finna play the background and listen.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you, TB. I appreciate you, bro. Sir. Shake, I see you too. Let me bring Shake in. But go ahead, Elwood, man. Tell me your thoughts. Shake, I'll get to you in a second, bro. It's good seeing you.
Well, what's up, Shake? What's up, CB? I'm an optimist, dude. You know what I'm saying? I love the way we look. You know what I mean? I just, well, like I said, all the rookies are doing great job, and we, I don't want to play any of the starters at all this preseason. We know we got from them. We need to get these backups in line. And, once we get the backups in line, I don't know, man. I think we're going to be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you too, and people consider me an optimist too. But if there was anything that you kind of worried about in terms of the Miami Dolphins, like what's your worry?
Oh my, well, yeah. The worries is, Tua Tagovailoa staying upright. That's my main worry. And then my second worry is the offensive line blocking for him. If anybody falls down, who goes in the next guy up. But I've actually seen a couple guys doing pretty damn good, like Brayton Daniels. He is doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's cool to see some of these other guys kind of step up too. And I mean, these guys are getting reps. I like our guards. I like Daniels. I like Savaianaya. Like these kids can play. So I'm excited about our offensive line too. I think our offensive line will be better than it was last year. I think Patrick Paul has stepped up. I think Austin Jackson's got to find a way to stay healthy.
Patrick Paul looks like baby Trent Williams to me right now.
Bro, he's a beast. He's a big dude.
I mean, he is. It was the Rock Sin. He pushed him down, jumped up and punched him, and he laughed at him and walked away. Got a 15-yard penalty for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm excited about the offensive line. Now, I do think as they get into the backups, things thin out, and I think that's with every position in the NFL.
I also was scared of the cornerbacks, situation. But I'm not quite as scared as I once was. I mean, Jason Marshall is showing me things. Storm Duck is showing me things. Ethan Bonner is showing me things. I mean, and that's not even with Minka Fitzpatrick or anybody out of the backfield. They're showing me things.
That's true. I'm excited too, man. Shake, what's good with you, man? Oh, you still on mute. You still on mute for some reason. There you go.
Shake Money the man.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks. What's up, Elwood? How you doing, man?
Shake,
I'm doing great, sir. How you doing?
Another beautiful day in Zamunda.
Another beautiful day. Shake, it's good to see you, man. You back from vacation, man?
Hey, how about those Thursday practices now? All that scary Thursday practice. Oh. What about now?
Yeah, and I honestly, it's not starters on starters, right? I understand preseason wasn't starter on starters, but it was good to see our young guys get out there and compete and go toe to toe with whoever they had in the game. So I'm excited about that. It said you muted CB. Am I muted right now, or can y'all hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. So he can hear me fine. All right. I just wanted to make sure. But Shake, what's your thoughts on the Miami Dolphins so far, man? What's your thoughts on this preseason?
Well, you know what's funny is since I've been doing the YouTube, you deep dive and everything, and I see I was kind of shaking my head about why we didn't get the starters in, but
yeah,
one thing I realized that joint practices are better than preseason games because they could dictate the environment they want to be in. So if they want to see a certain look, like short and down or this and that. So I think joint practices for them are more beneficial than preseason games for their starters, I believe. And that's what a lot of coaches have said. And secondly, I want to say that yes, Zach Wilson faced tougher defenses, but however, the one thing that impressed me about Quentin Ewers today, just for today, is the ball placement, footwork, the things that a good quarterback should have. He was displaying. You know what I'm saying? And regardless, that's the things you look for in preseason, the traits. And I think he has good traits. So at least at this game, you know what I mean. The ball placement was better than Zach Wilson. His pocket, control of the pocket was better than Zach Wilson today. So, and I think we're going to see a flip. I think Quentin Ewers is going to start next first half, and then Zach Wilson ended up, and we'll see how they do. But I like Quentin Ewers as far as I'm not saying what he did on the field, but as far as his traits and I guess again his body mechanics and the way he's placing the ball is like he's putting him in those little windows where Zach Wilson was kind of off target a lot.
I like it. And Shaq, I think you make a good point. Because preseason games, you really can't see it all, right? But you do get to see like quality reps from players, and you want to see if players have good habits, right? And if players have good habits, typically it'll translate to making good plays. And if his posture is right, his footworks, his mechanics, things like that are good, then he should be able to make all the throws necessary to be successful in the NFL. Now, I like the thought of Ewers playing well, right? I like the thought of Zach Wilson playing well because honestly, I think Tua needs to be pushed, right? And I think Tua needs to feel some of that heat of a young rookie up and coming that has the ability to kind of sit him down if, he gets hurt, right? And I think that's where the Miami Dolphins kind of missed the ball in the past, almost like dropped the ball, is that they just haven't put anybody behind Tua that's been good enough to sit him down, because Tua has missed many of games, right? And if any of those guys were good enough, right, Tua probably never would have seen the light of day again, right? But none of those guys could really command the position, take it over and say, hey, I'm the guy now. You wait until I play bad in order for you to come back in, right? That just hasn't been the situation. So I'm excited to see a guy like Ewers come in, play well. And honestly, people talk about how hard the Mike McDaniels offense is, and they talk about, this offense is made for Tua. No, this offense is made for quarterbacks who can anticipate, get off platform a little bit, make the throws necessary in order to be successful. These guys don't do anything extraordinary. They just play the position well. And I think that's what Ewers did today. And I think that's what Zach Wilson did to some extent. I mean, I feel like Zach Wilson just holds on to the ball a little bit more because he has the experience and knows what it's like to take the hits and do things like that. So that's my thoughts on it.
Well, here's the thing, too. Quentin Ewers, out of all the backup quarterbacks that Tua had under McDaniel, Quentin Ewers could do what Tua does well. Not as good as Tua, mind you, but he could do it better than Skylar Thompson, Stu Huntley, Teddy Bridgewater, so forth and so forth. He's great in the short and intermediate game.
Yeah.
But I'm still would like to see how he does in the long range. If he could, connect deep and whatever. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Okay.
Him.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it yet, but that's what I'm looking for.
I think that's fair. And I'm gonna welcome Tony Manzano. Manzano, what's good with you? What's going on? How you feeling, man?
I'm doing well. Shake, hey Shake, how are you guys today?
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Honestly, CB, this game was good. And I disagree with you just a little bit about where you said that this offense is not geared towards Tua. It leans more towards McDaniel specifically. I'm not saying he said this, but I feel his offense leans more towards like he fails to adjust to his backup quarterbacks. Do you agree? Like he doesn't fix his scheme. It feels like the scheme is geared more towards the starter than any of the backups.
And honestly, to be completely honest with you, the offense should be geared towards the starters, right?
Well, he dumbed it down for Zach today because he did a couple of rollouts. You'd never see Tua doing these rollout to the right things. He dumbed it down for Zach. Zach's specific, his best traits is rolling out on the run, and he made a couple good passes.
He did.
And Zach is not dumb. It's just like his IQ is not his processing speed. You need to
speed it up. You got to speed it up a little bit. He needs to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But you get him out of the pocket where he has 5 seconds, where's my guy? Where's the guy at? There he is. Okay, I can throw it.
And that's the difference between
him,
these two guys and Tua. Actually, you can have more off-script plays with Quinn or Zach. Do you agree, CB?
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's my point, Anthony. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so and my question is, and this is what I'm looking at going into the season. I'm wondering if Mike McDaniel will implement a lot of this rollout and stuff with Tua, right? Because I want to see. I just don't know if Mike McDaniel is calling this offense for a guy like Zach Wilson or for a guy like Quinn Ewers. I think he's calling it for the offense, right?
Well,
and I think Tua will have to get off platform a little bit, roll out, use play action in order to be successful too. I think that's just going to be a part of the offense. So I'm not sure if that's the case, but I do think Tua has to be one of those guys that uses play action and sprint out and things like that to be successful.
Tua, and I've said this multiple times with Tua specifically, he's shown me specifically, in essence, he's more, in terms of the type of quarterback he is right now, I think he still has this, he's second guessing himself with the rollouts. That's why you see him staying in the pocket a lot more, is because I think he still has an issue. Maybe he doesn't trust his hip enough to roll out like constantly and stuff like that. Maybe there's a mental block in his head. Do you think there is, CB, or am I looking too much into it?
I don't know. I mean, I think there could be something there. I mean, I think physically Tua has to be thinking, my body is, it's breaking down.
One hit away from
it's breaking down on me to some extent, but
I better think that way.
And I do think, like, as a football player, you have to be very conscious of injuries. And
better think about that. Yes.
Yeah, you got to be very conscious of it. So, he should be thinking about it. That in a sense, he should be thinking about it. He should be conscious of it because Mike McDaniel has told him countless times that he needs to do a better job of protecting himself. Right.
Yeah.
So
if he overcompensates, I feel he's overcompensating to the point where he's being more static in the pocket. He's becoming Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in the sense where he's staying in the pocket. He adjusts himself within the pocket, like moving up into the pocket, like within the structure of the pocket, but he can't do the
other stuff off the bootlegs and stuff like that, right?
And I have a question. Name a offensive coordinator that their schemes there. Like, for instance, you think the offensive coordinator is scheming other than for Zach? I mean,
for the starter, other than starter, right?
Yeah. Name the team.
No,
that's
I'm not
teams
saying
under the
like
quarterback.
okay. I'm gonna bring up Andy Reid.
Well, Andy Reid's been coaching for a long time, so
yeah. No, I'm gonna use him as an example.
Okay.
I understand he's been in the league, and that's an league for a long time. But in general, when you look at him with Patrick Mahomes, he gears like let's say Patrick goes down for a couple of like 2 or 3 games, and he has to adjust his scheme to the quarterback where he knows that the quarterback is not as mobile or athletic as Patrick. He has to adjust. He adjusts the quarterback he has playing.
I don't know if that's necessarily the case, right? And I say
Yeah.
that, and I push back
Absolutely
on,
not.
and I push back on that because I feel like Patrick Mahomes and the backup have the same plays. They run the same offense, right? It's just that when Patrick Mahomes runs that play, he has the ability to get off platform and do things unorthodox that other guy doesn't have the ability to do. And I think that's the nature of offenses in the NFL. And I don't think any head coach should be dumbing down an offense for the backup. I think the backup should have the same plays, and they should be able to make it work. And that's just my thoughts on
I
it.
agree
I
because
think you
then the wide receivers got to learn new routes. The running backs got to learn new patterns and things, and the verbiage has to change and everything like that. So you're not only you're going to make it tougher on 10 other players to adjust to one.
Yeah, and it does make it difficult.
And I think you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying by adjust like complete. He's not completely changing the playbook. What I'm saying is Andy Reid knows that the quarterback that he like his backup. Let's say he's just a traditional pocket passer. He's not going to use a ton of bootlegs like he does with that. In a sense, that's where he's adjusting the playbook a little bit.
And I don't know. That's why I said I don't know, because I think Tua will be kind of forced to do some of that stuff too. So that's just my thoughts on it. I think Tua's going to have to use play action to be successful, and I think Mike McDaniel probably took some of that stuff out of the playbook last year because he thought, well, this isn't.
Was it more the backup that he did? Like,
no,
did he?
I think he probably took it out because he was like, well, this isn't what Tua needs to be doing. I need him to stay in the pocket and be a pocket passer, right? But Tua, when he was most successful in Miami, is when he had a great running game and when he used play action and bootlegs in order to manipulate players and make plays in the passing game. So I feel like some of that stuff may come back this year that wasn't being ran last year. And I think Mike McDaniel is to the point where he's just like, bro, we got to run what we need to run in order to be successful. Tua, you got to figure this out. You got to protect yourself, or we'll have somebody like Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers come in and do it just as good. We got to figure it out. But we can't.
That's right.
We can't have Tua be a bubble boy. And
can't wrap it in plastic.
We can't wrap his ass in plastic and say you can't get hit or we're not gonna be able to play football, bro. We gotta play. And if Tua gets hurt playing football and he's out for multiple games again, it just didn't work out for us with Tua. Like it just didn't work out, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Besides Tua, what about Ollie Gordon and Ollie Gordon today and Tanner Scott and D. Estridge and the great guys today, those other guys.
I like Theo Weiss.
The Weiss Bay plays. We had honestly, I don't.
Oh my God, they did great.
Do you guys remember a preseason where we've had so many guys like make plays and like on the offensive side and on the defensive side of the ball? I just feel like
it was wonderful.
I just feel like preseason.
No, I've never seen it.
I just feel like preseason ball I've seen here in Miami in the past has been so like vanilla, and like I haven't seen a lot of guys making plays.
We still ran vanilla today and we looked great.
Yeah. I was. What did you?
There was nothing but vanilla today. There's no extra, no special,
There wasn't a ton of motions.
Yeah, I saw some motions. I saw some jet sweeps and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything.
Yeah,
crazy.
Right. But
maybe it wasn't the extreme like it was when he first got here. You know how he would he would be so obsessed with the motions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
to the point where it was a detriment to the offense.
Hey, tell him, Shake. Ollie Gordon had 10 carries for 50
Oh, yeah, Allen
yards.
Gordon looked good, man.
Hey, he does look good.
Oh,
Now
number 88
let's
too. I liked him do something junior. Number 88, he was awesome.
so what?
No, sorry, 81.
Theo
looked good.
Weiss.
Yeah,
Theo Weiss.
yeah. Now, question for you guys: if you were, and I'm gonna go down the line, if you were to rank the running backs right now, where would you rank him? And I'm gonna start with Shake on this one. Shake, where would you rank the running backs? The guys we just picked up, I'm not really counting those guys, but where would you rank our running back room right now? How would you rank it 1 through 3?
So we're not talking about the rookies, right?
No, we're not talking about. I mean, we're talking about rookies too. We're talking about A-Chan,
The whole running back room.
whole running back room. A-Chan, we're talking about Ollie Gordon, we're talking about Jalen Wright.
Jalen Wright, Champlin, and Boone.
Yeah, where would you rank those
obviously,
guys?
Jalen Wright is going to be third because I think Ollie Gordon leapfrogged him a little bit because he's the type of guy that you need to have in the on the short
yardage. Yeah, I agree with you. You definitely need a guy like that in short yardage. Anthony, where would you rank him right now?
I have number 1 is Devon A-Chain.
Yep.
I have a 2A and a 2B. For me, it's even right now.
Okay, you think they're even? Go ahead. What's the 2A and 2B?
2A is going to be Ollie, and 2B is going to be Jalen.
Okay. All right. 2A and 2B.
There's not really a 3 for me.
Not really a 3. Yeah, not really. Okay. All right. I like it. Oh, Will, what you got?
I got Ollie Gordon as number 1. And I got A-Chan coming in on all the sweeps and the gadget plays. He's going to be like the Ollie Gordon should run the ball at all times.
Hey man, hey, Andrevius agrees with you. He said Ollie Gordon RB1, man. Hey, Ollie Gordon taking over the running back room. Is that what y'all saying?
That's what I say.
Is Ollie Gordon the new dude in there? That's crazy.
Nah, he's a
big
rookie.
guy like Derek Harvey. You know what I mean? He's like a Derek Harvey guy. What I mean? Not quite Derek Harvey. Nobody's Derek Harvey, obviously. But you got a Derek Harvey guy to run, and then you got A-Chain to come in with a fast. Oh my gracious!
Hey, Elwood hit him with the Derek Harvey on your ass, not Derek Harvey, Derek Henry. You
my bad.
I've said this when we got this kid, Ollie Gordon.
Yeah,
his running style reminds me of Lendell White kind of.
Lendell White. That Lendell White is a classic Tennessee Titan. Hey, shout out to the homie Big Nick in the building. Big Nick, what's going on with you?
Hey, CB, I got an idea, man.
What's the idea?
Jamal Lewis.
How about let's start the rookie that got approximately about 14 carries over the guy that sets the NFL record for rookies with rushing yards per average. Then come out the next year and is the team's offensive MVP with over 1,600 combined yards. Yeah, let's start that guy over that guy. I'm with that. Yeah.
Y'all boys, wow, man. Big Nick, what you think about this preseason game, man?
Man, look. For the first time, I'm gonna try to offer some real criticism on what I've seen from my team, man. Okay. I'm not an aficionado when it comes to the offensive line, but I'm sick of watching other teams' second unit move the ball, running the ball, and our offensive line, the second unit, sucks.
Yeah,
I don't know because people are playing out of place. I don't know what it is. But at some point in time, these grown-ass men got to say, move, bitch. And if they ain't willing to say that, then I don't know what to say.
Hey, and I agree with you. I do feel like our second unit, offensive line, second and third, whoever it is in there, them dudes do not run the ball well. But I do feel like guys like Ollie Gordon do find a way to get carries and still make a way. So I mean, that's still the case too, Big Nick. You still see guys like Ollie Gordon getting 5 yards a carry, averaging 5 yards a carry, even though that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Ollie Gordon. I think the sample size is way too small.
Yeah.
And plus, we know that, he's been basically running against the third and fourth teamers out there. And, so until I can see him do it in a game, where the ones are playing 65, 70% of the snaps.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get ahead of myself. I mean, I like the way he runs.
I agree with you, Big Nick. I was just being optimistic,
Yeah, I hear you.
So I mean, but I'm still excited about the team, man, because I think our first team across the board can stand up to almost anybody, pound for pound. So I'm just excited to see what happens, barring injuries.
I am too, man. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of doom and gloom about the season. But I'm just not there. I don't know why. I'm just not where other people are. And I feel like people have put themselves in this narrative. They've boxed themselves in and said, hey, the Miami Dolphins aren't going to be good this year. They're going to be tanking. So they really can't get outside of what they've said and the feelings they've expressed, or they're kind of seen as flip-floppers. And I feel like that's a lot of people in the community right now too. So they kind of hold on to this, well, it's still just preseason, or oh, it's still just you're playing against third string players. But I do see some things I'm excited about in terms of like younger guys making plays. And honestly, defensive line, linebackers, them dudes have looked good, whether it's starters, whether it's second string, third string, whoever it is, those dudes have really looked good.
I don't see the Dolphins as being flip-floppers. I really don't, right? And I tell you, I see the Dolphins, all of us, if you're a true Dolphin, you are eternal hopeful, right? So,
yeah.
But at the same time, that eternal hopefulness done turned into a way for them to hedge their bets, because they have been used to not achieving the goals that they want to achieve. So it's doom and gloom. So they get to say, I told you so if the Dolphins suck, but they also get to be Dolphins if we don't suck. So I just see that them hedging their bets. I don't think anybody's flip-flopping. I just think they hedging their bets.
And that makes sense. I mean, and I kind of agree with you there, Nick. I can't even, it's just a different approach of thinking about it. But I do agree with you in terms of hedging their bets. I feel like there are a lot of Dolphins hedging their bets and trying to err on the side of caution because they've been, disappointed so much. But I
just see this roster. This roster is better than the other.
I'm betting it all, CB. I'm not hedging nothing. I'm betting it all. I'm going down with the ship, bro.
Hey, that's me too, Nick. I'm going down with the ship too. Glenn, what's good with you, man? How you feeling, Glenn? It's good to see you.
It's going okay and stuff.
I can barely hear you, Glenn.
What?
I can barely hear you.
How about now?
No, speak. I can speak now.
You can barely hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better now. Go ahead, speak. I'm turning up your mic.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay, there we go.
Offensive line. Everybody's worried about the offensive line. We know we got the 5 starters. Then you got Elam, number 6. You got Andrews, number 7. And probably Daniels, the guard, number 8. So all we're looking for is one more place.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. I feel like we need another swing tackle. Somebody we can really count on.
We need a swing tackle.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
Somebody's going to get cut.
Yeah, and I agree with that too.
But we need a swing tackle. That's what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these. Who can be a swing tackle from this offensive line?
Yeah. I agree with you. I think maybe it's not somebody from this offensive line though. And I think that's where I'm a little bothered, because I feel like we may need to get somebody in the building who could be a legit swing tackle for the offense. Because if Austin Jackson, Because
We're
if
going. Everybody's going from.
I think we got
Yeah.
a legit swing
Hold on.
tackle. I think we got two of them. I think Keon Smith is a legit swing tackle. He's just been cross training with other positions. He haven't had an opportunity to focus on just being a swing tackle, but he was getting pretty good reviews when he was just focusing on that. But with Liam going down, with the backups, with Berger going down, like, and James Daniel at the beginning wasn't practicing at full go. So he been cross training. Remember, the same thing happened with Liam. So that's why it's always good to get these guys settled in at one position. I personally think by week 2, where the contracts don't have to be guaranteed, we're gonna see at least 3 new backup offensive linemen, and I tell you why. The center has been known to be dinged up a lot in this previous stint with who was it with Tennessee. We know James Daniels just came off a season-ending injury to his Achilles, and Austin Jackson is off injured. That's 3, injury marks on our right side of the line, and our backups are sus at best. I think we're going to see
Andrew
3
Myers
new
pretty
offensive
good.
line
Andrew
backups.
Myers did pretty good.
Yeah, Andrew Miles was stick as a center.
Brayden Daniels is doing pretty
He's
good.
hurt, right? He's hurt, right?
Yeah, but even if they're hurt, you cannot cut them from the team. They have to be on the 53-man roster unless you put them on IR. And if you put them on IR before the beginning of the season, they're done for the whole season.
Yeah,
They
I
can't
think
play.
we need at least 7 and 8 replaced, and we might hold as many as 9. And I think there's going to be 7, 8, and 9 going to be replaced.
I think we'll have 9.
There will be players available.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some players that we may poach.
Yeah, every team has to go from 90 to 53 and next Tuesday.
Yeah,
Or not
yeah.
next-
There will be
Tuesday.
players available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, man. I want to get you guys final takes before I close this thing down. Let's start with you, Elwood. Give me your final take. What's your thoughts on the Dolphins at this point? And where do you see us being?
I'm surprised because I thought maybe we weren't going to be as good as we was, in 23. But on the other hand, I see this roster being better, as good as the 23 roster. We have replaced things that these rookies are doing something for me that I hadn't expected, and they're doing good. And Weaver, he makes lemonade. He takes lemons and makes lemonade. And he's doing a great job as a defensive coach. And you know what McDaniel and Tua and all these guys are capable of. So if they have no injuries, they're going to be pretty damn good, in my opinion.
I'm excited,
And I
man.
said, y'all.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming through, Elwood. Shout out to Elwood for coming through. Glenn, what's your final take, man? What's your thoughts on the Dolphins and where they are currently?
Yeah, I'm with Elwood. I trust Anthony Weaver. He made this team a top 5 defense, and individually, we did not have that many outstanding players that I think we have this year. And I know the secondary's a little hurt, but I think he covered that up a little bit. He covered up with the pass rush and stuff like that. The good thing on here's how I'm looking at it. Everybody says Miami can't beat good teams.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. They are 34% on the road against good teams. But most teams are 38%. That's the league average. 38%. Good thing is this year Miami has all their hard games. Most of their hard games, except for Pittsburgh, at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I think you made some really good points, man.
To see them play at home from when they were used to play on the road. I mean, I can't even remember the last time Miami had a big home, besides Buffalo, a big home game against a good team at home.
Yeah, man, we haven't played Cincinnati at home in a long time, bro. And
we haven't played any of those teams.
Yeah, I think you're right.
When's the last time we played Baltimore at home?
We played Baltimore at home. Damn, it's been.
Brian Flores was the last year.
No, we didn't.
No,
it was on the road.
It was on the road. Brian Flores last year was
No,
on the road
remember
too.
Brian? I remember. Well, no,
You remember we played. It was Thursday night.
Yeah. Remember Tua came in and the crowd got electric.
And we were in
Oh,
Baltimore.
that was Flores' last year. That was. He's right.
What?
That was Flores' last year. The time when we beat Baltimore, he was just sending a blitz at. He sent the amoeba
That was in
blitz.
Baltimore.
That was in Miami because
No, that
the
was in
crowd
Miami.
went crazy when Tua came in the game.
That was in Baltimore.
No, that was in Miami.
So,
Against last game against Baltimore. The last game, Flores' last year, the game was in Miami because when Tua came in, the crowd went crazy. Baltimore's crowd isn't going to go crazy to see Tua come in the game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I know it seems like we played Baltimore a lot, but that's a lot of the times it was the out of division schedule, like the second place team played the second place team, or something like that, and then just in the rotation, it just happened to be at the times it was in Baltimore. But now we're actually playing that division, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid of Baltimore. I'm not. I'm one of those guys that's not afraid of. But let me give you my final thoughts, and I'm gonna give you a hot take.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you a hot take. I say we keep 6 receivers. All of them gonna be veterans. Taj Washington is gonna be the 6th receiver. What else?
So, who's the 6? Who's your 6? Give me your 6.
Well, you know the top 4: Reek, Waddle, Waddle,
Westbrook.
Nick Westbrook, Akine, and Malik Washington, and then we got Estridge and Taj Washington. That's my 6.
Ooh.
And there was one more I wanted. It was one more.
No, that's 6. That's 6 right there, though.
Yeah, no, but it was another group that I wanted to talk about that I'm impressed with. Oh, this is another thing. Mark my words. For the first time that I can remember, every Miami Dolphin 2025 draft pick is going to make the roster. Every one of them.
I mean, that'll be the first time in a while that's happened, right?
Every one of them is going to make the roster. Every one of them is going to make the 53.
That's big. That's big time. Because usually guys go to practice squad and things like that. But I think they have done a good job. I think they did a good job drafting this year. I think they were solid. And I think it's working out in our favor. And people give Greer hell in regards to the players he brings in and what he does. But I think Greer is doing a solid job of putting the roster together. Well, despite all that's going on, despite everything else that's going on in the background.
I think last year the only person that didn't make the roster from the rookies was the other Washington, and that's because he got hurt. But other than that, all the other guys in Chris Greer.
Although everybody made it last year, I feel like.
No, I think they went to the practice squad though. I feel like some guys did go to the practice squad.
Yeah. And then here's another bold when I drop after this. Another bold statement. Not only every one of those guys that we drafted this year is going to make the roster, but every one of them except Zeke Biggers is going to be a starter next year.
Okay.
Zeke Biggers and Quinn. Those will be the only 2 that won't be a starter next year.
Okay. And honestly, that would be big for the Dolphins. I think to bring in rookies and for guys to contribute right away and make meaningful plays for the Dolphins, I think that's huge in itself. But if you can turn these guys into starters and guys that are really contributing, that really helps push things forward.
The line is going to be Zach. It's going to be Zach. What's his name? Jordan Phillips. And KG is going to be the 3, the defensive lineman. It's going to be Dante Trader is going to be the safety behind with Mika, and the cornerback Jason Marshall is going to be the other cornerback starting next year. Watch.
Nice. All right, hey, Big Nick, it was good to see you, bro. Good to holler at you.
And Ollie's going to be the starter next year because what's in it going to move to more of a Darren Sproles role.
Okay. So you move Ollie into the starter, and then HN will be that Darren Sproles switch up gadget guy.
Right. He'll probably start too, but it depends on how the lineup, the matchup is. But both of them be 1A and 1B.
I got you. I appreciate you, Big Nick.
All right.
All right, bro. Later. Shout out to Big Nick for coming through. Sharif, man, what you got for me, man? I let you in late, man. I saw you just got up here. I couldn't let it go by without giving my dog some action. No homo.
I tell you what, man. Shout out to you, man. Shake Money. The
Hey,
only
what's
thing
up,
I gotta
Sharif?
say,
Hey, hold up, real quick. I need the coconut emojis in the chat for Sharif. I need the coconut emoji in the chat. Come on, let's get it cracking, man.
yeah, man. Coconuts at the Lions, man. Their mouth was hard, man. As we say in the Bahamas, their mouth
That's
was
fun.
so hard, and they weren't able to back it up. In fact, we got the footage on Tate Ratledge going 0-3, two scrimmages, and during the game, he was not able at all even to hold up on Zeke. So imagine Jordan Phillips and what Kenneth Grant did to him.
Yeah.
So we can safely say Greer won that Savania over Tate Ratledge. He won that, and obviously,
Ooh, okay. You talking matchups. Okay.
yeah, because that pick was right after ours, right? And
Yeah.
then the Jordan Phillips dominating your Tate Ratledge, our lower pick dominating your higher pick, and then Zeke Bigger
Ooh.
dominating your higher pick. So I don't know what the Lions have to say now about this. I
Ooh.
wonder.
Hey, Sharif up here cooking right now. Okay. Sharif
Uh,
up here cooking, man. So he looking at the matchups. Hey, this ain't Madden, Sharif. This is like real life, right?
hey, but the thing about it is, right? I think Alan Poupard got me hip to this. Like the draft picks from 3 years ago, I'm
Okay.
monitoring the guys who were picked after our picks too now to see how their careers go, right? And I could tell
Mm.
you right off the bat, they had no business putting Tate Ratledge in there against Jordan Phillips and Zeke Biggers. They had no business doing that because all
Hey,
they
them boys
did,
went to work. Them boys went to work.
and that's a higher pick.
Mm-hmm.
And so it happens. It happens, guys. Sometimes we get a higher pick, the lower pick of another team embarrasses our guy. And so but this time we won. We won that pick because Tate was on skates all day.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
excited to say that and to let Dolphin fans know that the three listen, man. I mean, I'm excited. I want to
What you
see the
think?
best.
What you think? Sharif, you think we're gonna be decent this year? Or you think we're gonna be a bad team?
No, I think running the football, I think you're going to be able to break more tackles because you got HN, he breaks tackles, and I think Jalen Wright has one more chance to have an explosive game. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna lose his spot. If I think if he has even an average game in this Jacksonville scrimmage and game, I think all he got to do is score a touchdown, and I just think he takes some of the snap from Jalen Wright week one.
Mm.
The running the football, I think that's not gonna be a problem this year, barring injury. Now, what I would like to see more of is the consistency, um, extending the running game, quick plays like the Tanner Connor quick outs to the tight end, um, and I would like to see possession because we have the defense that will give us back the ball. So I would like to see more like the 24-10, like with not over the top CB, but
Okay.
maybe one over the top a game, and then the rest we just gotta have possession because we have the defense
Yeah.
to get the ball back to us. So if we run the ball in the third and fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. That's kind of my playbook for this team. I see us running the football, running the clock out, attempting to try and do that because I don't think we need to be 2023 anymore. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
making sense. If you're able to pass less with Tua, less attempts, more sacks, more turnovers, and spread the ball around, get the clock running out. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what my playbook for this team this year is. You know,
That's what's up, man. I'm excited, man. Sharif, I appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, you gotta come through more often, Sharif. Well, I don't know where you be at, bro, but you gotta turn up, man. I need you in the community getting after these dudes. There's a lot of dudes out here who don't know what they talking about, man. I need you to school these casuals, bro.
Hey, that's what's up, man. But I think Shake is the extension. Right now, Shake is the
Shake is
extension
the
of
extension of Sharif. I love it. I
That's what's
love
up.
it.
yeah, man. Because listen. I'm glad also we got past the gatekeeping part of this YouTube Dolphins thing. And shout out to Doug Lee for coming on the channel the other day. And I think now we're getting into a place where we
Coming
can
on what
respect.
channel, Sharif?
Man, you didn't see? Doug Lee was on the tailgate, man.
Oh, Dudley was on the I thought he said you came to your channel or something like that. I was about to say, you got a channel, bro? You ain't tell me. I thought he
Doug
came to
Lee,
your channel. I did see
no,
Doug on the tailgate. I did see Doug on the
Shout
tailgate.
out
So
to my man Frozen Fin fan. What's going on?
yeah, Frozen Fin fan, Doug, TFTG, all them guys, man. I see Colors back, Shake.
Yeah.
I'd leave it like this. I think from the pandemic to now, CB and Shake, let
Hmm.
people find how they want to find, man. You see
Yeah,
what I'm focused on? I'm focused on the trenches, how we're gonna run the ball. The
yeah.
the defensive ends are healthy. Murphy, Cameron Good.
Bro, we look good, Sharif. We look good.
But
Like I
some
don't
fans are focused on the parallel things, like, you know, some other things. But
cornerbacks and I get it. Like they're focused on the negatives, right? And the holes. I really like the positives, and I feel like our positives outweigh our negatives at this point. So
mm,
that's what I'm excited about.
he did this to a Bears team and a Lions team. It's almost okay. You traded Tyreek and Waddle. It's almost like, okay, you traded Tyreek and Waddle, and you still was able to tie and beat the Lions. I mean, in his preseason and his backups. But my point is,
Yeah,
all of that taunting and what they're gonna do to us
didn't mean
and
nothing.
mean nothing. It really does. And what ESPN has done is picked up a trope for entertainment purposes to call the Dolphins soft, and they're gonna theme that for us every year. Soft Dolphins, soft Dolphins. How soft are they? Do you hear what's going on down there in Miami? And that's gonna make Disney money. But I don't
Yeah,
mind that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't care, man. We're gonna beat the bad teams, and hopefully Tua can perform better against the good teams and take us where we want to go, man.
yeah, man. I'm excited, Sharif. I appreciate you coming through, bro. It's always love. Whenever you come through, I'm always dropping a link for you, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, appreciate you guys too, man. Take care.
All right, have a good one. Shake Money, what you got for me, man? Let's send the
Well,
people out right, bro.
I've been one of your day. I'm your day one since
Day one, Shake.
top 10. I was like the
Top
first top. Yeah, one of the
10.
first 10 subscribers to this channel. So
Hey, Shake, they added a feature where you can go back and look at who was like first and
oh really?
yeah, you got to check
Damn,
that
that's what's
out.
up. I
Yeah, I
want to
think
see where I was.
I'm a post it at some point. I'm definitely gonna post it, but
Okay,
I
that's
think
what's
you
up.
can see exactly where guys subscribe and stuff. But Shake, I appreciate you, bro. I mean,
So
what you got for the people, bro?
I'm gonna quote something you said. You used to say a lot. I haven't heard you
Okay,
say it in a while, but I'm gonna quote you. Don't tell me about the labor pain. Show me the damn baby.
that's
Because this
it.
is the first time since Adam Gase and Matt Burke that we have 4 years with the same offense and now 2 years with the same defense. We have continuity for the first time in a long time. There's been a revolving door, whether it's Flores with offense, now McDaniels defense corners. This is the first year we have back-to-back defense. Defense has back-to-back years with the same coordinator. And also, so there should be a lot of continuity. McDaniels, you've had 4 years with most of these players on the offense. They should have your offense down to a T because what's funny is, again, I'm not giving up on McDaniels, but he's starting to sound like a politician. And you know what I'm saying? Not only sometimes are his play calling predictable, his press conferences are predictable. In hindsight 20, maybe I'll do something different. And then the next week he does the same thing. Or I'm not going to run the ball no more. And guess what? He does the same thing. So you know what I mean? It's like, and you know that's the only thing. That's the only bad thing I'm gonna say about McDaniels is he never seems to learn from his mistakes. How many times have we seen that same 50-50 throw to the you know to you know in the end zone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree with you.
And here's the part that frustrates me. Again, I don't care if you run on 3rd and short, but for the love of God, don't throw it 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And I know some people execute it, but we haven't executed it. So stop doing it.
Yeah. We struggle there. I'm with you. But Jake, you said it. Don't tell me about the labor pains. Just show me the damn baby. And I think that's where a lot of people are at with the Miami Dolphins. At this point, we just want a winner, right? Everybody loves a winner, right? So I think at this point, it's just about the Miami Dolphins going out and proving to themselves, their families, and us as fans is that they're capable of winning football games against good football teams. And I think Glenn brought up a really interesting point is that we have some home game against really good football teams this year, and that usually isn't the case. We usually go play those teams on the road. So I'm excited to see how we do. I mean, there's nothing like playing football in your own stadium. And I feel like the Miami Dolphins have done well at home, you know, in the Mike McDaniel area. So it's gonna be exciting to see, and I'm excited to see, you know, what this journey of a season is for us. So, and I know there's going to be some adversity, some injuries, some things like that, but I think in the end, the Miami Dolphins could surprise some people and end up shocking national media and shocking the world ultimately. So
I hope so, man. Listen, I still believe that Tua can take us to where we need to go. Matt McDaniels needs to put the right game plan together.
Yeah. I'm excited, Shake. I appreciate you coming through, bro. It's always love, man.
And, I'm always gonna pull. I'm gonna try 9 out of 10 times if I can. I mean, 10 out of 10 times if I could make it, I'm definitely pulling up.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you. Hey, and be sure to check out Shake tonight on Insomnia. What time? 12, right?
12:30, baby. And by the way, I think it's a very smart move. I hope you and DG Live doing more shows together.
Yeah. So we got Dolphins Nightcap coming up soon.
Oh man,
be sure to subscribe to that.
Listen,
DG, I know that's your Gator brother. Your baby
that's the smartest
brother.
thing you could do is put a Gator on your show. Man. I mean,
come on, bro. Hey, that's hilarious.
He's a legend, man. Listen, smart man.
He is a good dude. All right, brother. Man. All right, good seeing you, Shake. Hey, shout out to the homie Shake Money, man. Always coming through and showing love, man. It's nothing but love and respect for him and other people in the community, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Be sure to share this with somebody. Also, subscribe to the Dolphins Nightcap channel. We are going to start doing shows on that channel. We've already posted some videos over there from the show that we did, some clips of some certain topics that we addressed. But like I said, I appreciate you guys coming through. It's love, CB83, and I'm out. See ya. You already know what time it is, man.